Hello, my beautiful Shine Tribe sisters. Brit here, bringing you an exciting true story about why you don't need more time or more money to get started on your passion project. Let's face it, when I'm working with my coaching clients, or anyone for that matter, I hear all the time, but I need more money to do that, or I don't have enough time, or that's just not going to fit into my schedule. The thing is we allow ourselves to have excuses about our resources. But what Tony Robbins has recently said, well, I don't know if it was recent, but I recently heard Tony Robbins say that it's not the resources that you need, it's your resourcefulness. And when Tony Robbins said that, it just was a light bulb in my head that so many people hold themselves back from going after their dreams or starting that passion project because they find themselves sharing the excuse that I don't have the time or I don't have the money, along with many other excuses. So I want to take a moment to just tune in and ask if there is an excuse that you've been allowing to hold yourself back from starting your passion project. I want to know. So say hello in the comments below. Where are you watching from? Let me know if you're here live. I thought I would just pop on here and bring you a spontaneous, intuitive experience, because when I heard this quote this morning by Tony Robbins, it just really got me pumped up thinking about how we really need to get out of our own way, especially if we have a big dream, right? So if we have a big dream, our fears are normally pretty big too, right? Our excuses are probably pretty big that stop us from going after those dreams. So I wanted to share a quick story, a true story about how Chris started building his knowledge base and his foundation for what he currently does now, all through this genius idea. He said, I'd never even thought of it before either. I was like, I never saw anyone do that before. It's like, me either. So it's amazing how we get inspired by ideas with the people that are around us. We might not even know that we have the resources within us, or the ideas that give us the resources that lead to the resources that we need. So, okay, let's see. I'm obsessed with Tony Robbins, no shame. Well, he does teach such great wisdom, especially when it comes to business advice and success and financial, money things. And he's had over 40 years of experience. So maybe people don't resonate with his teaching style. I personally happen to really like the type of hardcore, direct, truth-telling message that he delivers, which is why some people might not like my teaching style too, which is no problem, no sweat off my back. What does Chris do? So Chris is a hypnosis master and meditation teacher. So he teaches people how to reclaim their own mindset, how to reorganize it and structure it. It's funny because Chris actually took that creative test that someone posted in the Elevated Life group, and he never takes them. He can't stand them. And I was like, please take it. I want to know what your thing is. And it said he would be best suited for architecture and things of that sort. He's like, that's just not true. And I was like, babe, it's so true. You're like an architect of the mind. You know how to listen to people's stories and hear every single trigger that is a belief that is limiting to them, so that you can help them reorganize and restructure the whole way that they think. So Chris is a hypnotist, aka a mindset teacher, and he has the ability to be able to help you reprogram your mind in such a way that helps you become the driver of your own life. We're typically operating on unconscious patterns, and they've developed from childhood, so we don't typically realize that. But our life is ruled by habits, and Chris has such a beautiful way of being able to help us see clearly those habits and be able to make those changes last on a deeper level. So let me just share this quick story with you guys, and I would love to answer any of your questions that you may have. We'll pretend it's Q&A Tuesday, and I just wanted to share this fun little story. So, okay, Chris, the time I took Chris to go see the psychic with me was the time that it changed everything. So I went to go see the psychic, and she told me that I was intuitive and that I had the gift and I should buy tarot cards. Well, she told me a lot of other things that were dead on in that appointment, and I decided to bring Chris with me to the next one. I just needed him to see how crazy insane this experience was and how accurate it was. Well, I took Chris to go see the psychic, and within minutes of us getting there, she looks at Chris and she said, you need to get back into hypnosis, specifically past life regression. And he kind of just looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was like, see, I told you, like, she knows things. Like, it's crazy. And what was really fascinating is that Chris, when I first met him 13 years ago, asked me, hey, could I hypnotize you? And I said, sure, I'm totally down for that. Let's try it. And he, in his mom's living room, he counted backwards. I closed my eyes, and we went on this beautiful, relaxing process. And I opened my eyes at the end, and I said, well, I just don't feel like anything happened. I don't feel like I was hypnotized. And he goes, well, how do you feel? I said, I'm totally relaxed. And he goes, well, that's hypnosis, mind and body relaxation at the same time. Because so many of us, our mind is constantly thinking and projecting and worrying and constantly moving. And to be able to have total relaxation where you can access your intuition and make those deeper changes on a subconscious level, you have to relax both your mind and body. So that was it. That was the last time he ever mentioned hypnosis or anything like that. And fast forward over 10 years, we go see the psychic, and she's like, you need to get back into hypnosis. And so he did not take that lightly. He started studying, and we started going to classes and getting certified and doing all the things that we needed to consume all of that information. And one of the things that started all of that, because we're talking about, well, how do you have the resources to follow your passion project? Well, the way that we got started is, of course, we went to Half Price Books and picked up a couple of books, because the truth is, books are cheap and there's so much information and knowledge in them. So already the first step in going after your passion project is pick up a couple of cheap books at Half Price Books, or look on Amazon. I mean, it was the original bookstore. Amazon is how it started. So pick up a couple of books, and that actually turned into Chris working with people one-on-one. People were finding out what he was doing and seeing massive changes and beautiful results, not only in my life, but in other people. I was the number one guinea pig that he used so much to learn and practice on, which is why I've had such massive transformations, not only in my own personal healing, but in my psychic development, because we've been able to use this powerful tool of meditation. Let's just call it meditation so you guys can get over the weird word of hypnosis, right? Using this powerful tool to reprogram our mind. So he started, anyone that wanted to work with him, he started going back to this simple barter system. He said, you know what, if you want me to work with you and you want to go through this process, then here is my Amazon wish list. Here we go back to Amazon books wish list, right? Here's my Amazon wish list. Please purchase me a book off this wish list and I will do a session for you. So Chris took it back to trading his service and his skill, even though he was still learning it, and people were well aware of that. They very well knew that. But it allowed them not only to put some skin in the game, because if you just show up and you give away your services for total free, even in the beginning, people might not have the change or the lasting effect, because they really haven't put, like I said, put skin in the game or really invested in themselves. And when we don't invest in ourselves, we don't really stick to the changes, right? So he started getting so smart and being resourceful and asking clients that wanted to work with him to purchase him a book instead of paying him money, so that he could build his knowledge, that he could expand his repertoire and learn from all these different teachers. And I tell you what, he has an entire bookshelf dedicated to hypnosis books, and some that are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars that he was either able to find like on Amazon, like as a rare find that went on sale, and someone was kind enough to purchase it. But he's got this beautiful extensive collection of hypnosis books, and it comes to find out that in the 50s, hypnosis was a medical practitioner. Like, they brought practitioners onto the battlegrounds to help to, take away the pain from the soldiers that were being amputated and doing all of the medical work on. Then they created chloroform, and they didn't need to pay a hypnotist anymore because they created the chemical. So they wrote out hypnosis from the medical book, and they know how effective and powerful it is. And there's this statistic that you can go to a therapist for 6 years and have so many sessions and only have like a 60% success rate. And with hypnosis, you can do 6 sessions and have a 96% rate. So, you know, when you think about it, which is almost sad, so many businesses are doing it for that long-term investment. If I heal my client, if I heal my patient, then they're not going to need to come back to me. I actually think someone was saying there is a healthcare system, I don't know if it's like Canada, that like pays the doctors to keep their clients healthy rather than only being paid when their client is sick. And I think that would be such a beautiful reframe of this planet and how we operate in business, especially in the healthcare system. Oh my gosh, the comments aren't scrolling. I don't know what the deal is. Hey, Julia. I never take them normally. I know, I took it. I thought it was fun. I was the adventurer. That's so awesome. You're both thebomb.com. Thank you so much. Hey, Jess. That's really cool. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Angela. It's so good to see you guys. So if you have any questions about going after your passion project, or maybe you have a belief or this idea that is stopping you from going after your dreams, let me hear what's going on in your world, and maybe I can help to guide you to a perspective that helps you to see more clearly that anything really is possible. When I started going after my passion project of being a hairdresser, I knew that I had to go to beauty school. There's no way around it. Like with life coaching and many other things, photography, and many other professions, you don't have to be licensed or go to school for that. But I knew that I was going to have to become a hairdresser. So that was something I was going to have to, like, you just have to accept that, right? So I looked into it and I found a beauty school that was local to me that was less than $10,000 for the entire program. And I had to be smart about it because I couldn't just go to any school that was $20,000 or more, because I knew that I was going to have to provide the resources for it. I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to happen. And I went and I was done. Enough was enough. I'm done with this retail stuff. I'm 19 years old. I don't want to go to college. I know I'm too smart to go to college. I don't need that. What is it that I want to do? Well, I want to do hair. Why the hell am I still working at Claire's and Forever 21? And I laid my keys on that counter and I decided I'm a fucking hairdresser. And I went to the beauty school. I signed up. I literally did not have enough money in my account, and they asked for the first down payment and the first deposit. And I said, let me get back to you on that. And I walked outside and I called my family and I said, well, I just signed up for beauty school. I need X amount of dollars, and it'll be this amount monthly. Will you be able to help me? And they said, nope, sorry, can't help you. Don't have the extra funds. And I had already signed the contract. I was writing the check that I didn't have. And something inside of me didn't care. There was no fear. There was no hesitation. This is something that I knew my soul wanted. And of course, fear is going to come up. And of course, the excuses that I don't have enough money, or I literally did not even have the money, and I signed up anyway. I could have used any excuse in the world, but I chose to follow my passion with determination and belief that I could conquer anything. That if my soul, if that's what I'm meant to do, and I'm being courageous enough to say no to college and to tell my family, like, I've got a better plan, then I have to have the courage to follow through with what I said I'm going to do. And if this is what my soul is guiding me to do, then it must be right for me. And I took that courage and that fearlessness, and I signed that check that I didn't have. I handed it to him and I said a little prayer, please don't cash this for like 3 days, please, please, please. And I went home, and that was it. Like, that was, there was no like fireworks show, like nothing magical or crazy happened, but I started a chain of events that would then attract all of the magic and miracles that have unfolded in my life, because I made that commitment. I always say, when a woman decides, it is done. So I'm wearing my Women Change the World shirt. When a woman decides, it is done. And that day I made a decision that I was going to follow my dreams, that I was going to go after my goals. And even though I did not have the money, I grew up in a trailer, okay? I did not have it. I still signed that paper, and I still said, I'm going to go after it. How many of you have allowed money or time or resources to stop you from going after that dream, or start that passion, or take that class, or hire that coach, or do whatever it is that you need, or buy that $10 book on Amazon? Like, it doesn't take a lot to get your dreams going, but it does take resourcefulness, and it does take determination. And you know what happened? I always say the universe will meet the action that you take, right? The universe can't meet you if you take no action. So the action that I took was, I'm going after my dreams, despite what my family thinks and that they think I'm crazy and that I should go to college. I'm going to do what I'm meant to do. And I signed up for that beauty school. And 3 months later, Chris walked into my life, or rather sent me a MySpace friend request. And he came into my life with he was very knowledgeable about business. He knew nothing about hair, but he knew how to run a business, which I knew nothing about. I knew how to be creative. I knew how to fearlessly follow my passion and express my wild, weird self. And I was so blessed and And because I took that action, because I showed the universe, I'm willing to invest in myself even when I don't have the money, and I'm going to go after my dreams, the universe then rewarded me with not only my freaking soulmate that I married and like am having the best life with, but I was delivered my business coach, and he gave me the idea that I should consider doing hair extensions. And he taught me how to invest 50% of my profits back into my business. He started giving me these small nuggets of wisdom that I started implementing. And everyone in my beauty school, while I was still in beauty school, was wondering, what is she doing? How is she building a business? I literally created OMG hairstyles one night while laying in bed thinking, I've got to start now. I can't wait till I'm out of school. I need to have something going so that when I do get my license, people already know about me. I've already got the momentum going, the business going. So be thinking about this. Get things going now. Don't wait until the end or say, okay, in 18 months, I'll finally start that passion project when this lame job is over. No, start now, small bits every day. And it started with me making a decision on what the name would be. And that was the hardest damn part, not anything else. Trying to name it was so hard. And I just kept coming up with this and that and this. And one day I just closed my eyes and I just said, oh my gosh, this is so hard. And that was it. OMG. Oh my gosh. OMG. OMG hairstyles. And I knew that was it. Just as I knew Chris was the one, and just as I knew I was meant to do hair, I knew OMG hairstyles was the name. You know, Einstein says, I tried thinking 99 times, and the moment I swam in silence, I was delivered the truth. So that was it for me. I tried so hard to think and think and think, and I just couldn't make it happen. But the moment I surrendered and was like, what should it be? What is this name? What am I meant to portray? And that was it. And you know, it set the precedence and the tone for my entire business, because every single woman that leaves my chair says, oh my God, I can't believe how beautiful I look. That is everyone's response. And if I didn't have that passion and that determination to just say, fuck it, I'm going to go after what I believe in and what I'm meant to do, I wouldn't have been delivered not only my soulmate, but those wise pieces of business advice that Chris gave me that led to me making over $10,000 in beauty school. We'll call it in tips because, you know, we got to be legal about everything. So I made more than enough money to not only pay for school, but also to invest in making business cards and branding. And let me tell you this is one of my life chapters. My first business card said, life is too short to look like shit. And I thought, if this card offends you, then you're not my client. And from day one, I have been beating to my own drum and trying to create something that has never been created before. I went to every major salon and I did my research. So talking about being resourceful, I went around and I saw that there was nothing that I wanted to experience when I went as a client. So I created OMG Hairstyles and made a space for women to feel confident. So many women walk into a salon and feel judged and compare themselves and never feel good enough. They're always looking at the person next to them going, well, I wish I looked like that. I wanted to create a place where people felt seen and heard and loved and adored for their unique, authentic self and their sparkle magic. So I created that. I did it because no one else was doing it. So I encourage you to create that thing that no one else has created before. And you might be thinking, but no one's done it. Like, why would I do that? Because you're the one that's meant to make it. If you're being inspired by and being motivated to create something new in the world and no one's done it before, then there's a reason for that, and that's exactly why you're here. I am honestly loving hearing this story. Thank you so much, Nani. I love being able to share. Like they say it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. And I was just on a call with my media team, and we were saying how, you know, you just have to tweak one small thing. He said, you know, I was telling him about how the alumni are going through Shine School again, and we brought new members into the group, and he was saying, good job, congratulations. It's so beautiful to hear that your alumni love the course. So obviously you've created something amazing. But for us as a marketing team, this is what he was saying, we have to figure out a way to portray what you offer and your amazingness and the transformation that these women are having in a way that people can understand that. Because on the other side of Shine School, people are like, oh my gosh, mind blown. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. But to be able to get that message out into the world takes time. And I hope that me sharing this message means that you will just put your about page up. You'll just start the web page. I remember starting my website, and it took years to finally get it up because I was dragging my feet and procrastinating and making all of the excuses on why I don't need a blog or shouldn't or can't or won't or don't know how. And I finally did it. And I remember thinking, but my about page doesn't even have a picture on it. Well, who cares? Like, I didn't even know what to say about myself. I just started typing. And you know what? It's evolved. Every day I feel like I add something new to that website or change it because I'm trying to figure out how to get my voice and what I have to offer and share and inspire and others out into the world. And it takes time, and it takes actually doing it and like screwing it up and figuring and learning from your actions. But so many of you get paralyzed by fear and you don't even take the first step. My first step was filming a YouTube video in freaking vertical orientation with all the black, parts on the sides and watching it back and being like, hi, I'm Brittney Carmichael from BrittneyCarmichael.com. I mean, it's so funny to look back now, yet that's the thing that stops us from sharing our messages. We're afraid of how we're going to show up or how we're going to be seen, or we don't know how to film the video, or whatever holds you back. Whatever excuse is holding you back right now, this is your opportunity to get resourceful. Stop blaming your resources like I need more time or I need more money, and just get resourceful. Like Chris asked his clients to buy him a book on hypnosis so that he could expand his knowledge in exchange for the work that he was doing. I'm sure there's something that you can offer someone or something that can create that type of support and mutual exchange. If not, go on Amazon and buy a $10 book, because I'm telling you, the answers are all already there. Everything you've ever needed to know is already within you and probably written in a book. So all you have to do is just take action. That's the thing that people are missing, is taking that action. Everyone's like, oh yeah, we just need to listen to our intuition. No, honey, we need to have a new conversation, because obviously you listening isn't enough. We need to not only listen to our intuition, but we need to take action on it. Because we can hear all damn day, don't eat those chips, don't do that, quit your job, leave that shitty relationship. We can hear it all day long, but if we don't take action, what the fuck is the point, right? So it's important that we not only listen to our intuition, but we take action, and we do it courageously. Because when we take courageous action and we say, no thanks, fear, I'm going to follow my dreams, the universe provides us with beautiful opportunities, people, experiences, resources, or support that will help to grow that dream further. I then went on to make 6 figures in my first year of business. I was 20 years old as a hairdresser. And like I said, I grew up in the trailer park, and I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that kind of money meant. But with determination, making a decision and being clear about how much money I wanted to create for myself so that I could live a life that was fulfilling to me, it was clarity, decision, dedication, and determination that built the success of my business, that later then were the same foundational pillars that I used to build multiple businesses. So if there's something that's holding you back, just allow yourself to say, you know what, fuck this excuse. I have within me the resourcefulness to attract the resources I need to build my dream. I'm going to tune into your comments really quick. You guys are so amazing. Hey, Naja. Hey, Bridget. Okay, we have a question here. Thanks for the tips. You are so well-spoken and motivating. What is your sun zodiac? I am a Libra, Pisces. So I was telling Chris this. He goes, it's so funny because you're getting more and more famous. People are starting to recognize you, the messages that you're receiving, the free shit that people are sending, which is crazy. Here's what I don't understand. I want to make a change, as I can bring awareness to this. Why is it that all the famous people or the wealthy people are being sent all the free shit from these businesses? I mean, just because we have an influencer platform and we can share that message, I mean, why not do something good and donate it to people that actually need the product? I mean, that would create more of a social buzz and viral video of a company actually doing something good and giving back. I mean, let's change the game here, people. But anywho, I was talking about, he was like, that's happening. Like, you put that out there. And I told him, I'm going to tell you the same thing. My father, who passed away, who I started communicating with, he said to me, be careful what you wish for. And I remember saying, well, I know that I'm meant for this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like Libra, Pisces, Pisces. I'm an inspirational leader, life path 11, my husband's life path 11. We're here to be teachers of radical enlightenment. And this is just it. This is my destiny. This is what I'm meant for. So I want to know, what do you feel called to do? Do you feel called to make some changes in how we treat our planet, how we treat the children, how we treat the animals, how we treat ourselves, how we connect with each other, the products that we're using? What are you inspired to create or contribute to make this world a better place? Because you all came here with some special gift. And one of those things not only is to empower people to learn to love themselves and to build that confidence and to go after their dreams. That is first and foremost. Because the people are what make the biggest difference on this planet. It's the people that have killed 50% of the forest population in like rapidly after we've had a planet for billions of years with no problem. So clearly people are going to make the biggest impact and change. But once I inspire and awaken the hearts of people, I hope that we do good by giving back to the planet or being mindful of how much we do take from it, so that we can have a better balance of give and receive, right? I want to know, what are you here for? What do you want to contribute? What changes do you want to make? Let's keep eliminating the plastic. No more plastic straws, no more plastic bags. I'm seeing so many people and companies make those changes. San Francisco just banned plastic bags in the whole city. The London Marathon, instead of giving out plastic water bottles to 40,000 runners, they're giving away seaweed pouches that have no carbon footprint. It's absolutely incredible what companies are starting to do. And I believe that if you're listening to this message, you're someone with that same potent power and idea and magic that you're here to contribute and create. And I hope that by you listening to this video, it activates that remembrance within you where you're like, holy shit, I'm here on a mission and I'm ready to take action. By far my favorite live I've seen from you yet. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Nani. I'm telling you, I just feel so inspired to share that you have got to stop making excuses and go after your dreams. Just get creative, find a new way. If there's a way that isn't working, then stop trying the same way and ask yourself, what's a better solution? And the answer will come. There's no doubt the answer will come if you give yourself the space to try something new and actually just try, take action, fall on your face, make a fool of yourself, laugh it off, learn the lesson, and just keep going. I mean, every day is a new experiment for me and how I can show up and share my message and empower the world and also live a life that is in balance of my own self-care and following my own passions, not just to empower other people, but finding that balance, hello Libra, in taking care of myself. And for me, yoga has been that practice that I've really been diving into lately to explore deeper areas of myself. So I'd love to know, what is that method that you use to connect with yourself so that you can hear your intuition? Obviously, you know I love using tarot. I'm constantly posting meanings and images and things like that. And we're so close to finishing the creation of our oracle deck, Shine from the Inside. It's an empowerment oracle deck that really helps to activate and motivate all of those different potent powers that you have within you, that you possess, so that you can go after your dreams, that you do build the confidence to be your authentic self. I just finished writing the guidebook chapter on Unleash Your Inner Unicorn. That was so much fun because you guys know I am 99% unicorn. Okay, I am actually going to go get my nails done now. So talking about a good balance of both, I have poured my heart and soul into you. And if you know a soul sister who would love this message, be sure to invite them to the Shine Tribe. Let them know we're here to support their dreams so that they don't feel alone on their journey of self-discovery. It has been so much fun chatting with you. If you have any questions about going after your dreams or trying to come up with a new way to get resourceful, use the tribe as your mastermind. Put it out there. Say, hey, you know what? I've been trying to build this business about this, or I've been trying to learn more about this. Does anyone have any resources or could point me in the direction that might help me? Maybe you have a specific question that you may be stuck on that's stopping you from moving forward or taking that next action step. use the power of this beautiful tribe to help support you. Because here's the thing, what I find is if you post about something, so many people reply with information and resources and blog posts and videos. So if there's something that you're curious about, just put the question out there. There's so many women here that want to support you and share their knowledge. So know that you have that support here in the Shine Tribe, and that we want to help you along your journey. Don't feel like you have to do this alone. So just put it out there. One of the cards in my Oracle deck is ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. And that image is popping into my mind right now. So if you need help, don't hesitate to ask. Whether you shoot me a private message, you leave a comment below, or you just share on the wall. We are here to support you, and I love hearing from you. So if you have any questions that pop up, don't hesitate to reach out, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday for Woo Woo Wednesday. Peace.